Hello family, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's Pablo underscore KE. It's a lovely morning here. Look at all this beauty. Look at all this. Look at the skies. Yeah. You know, it's been raining here. Raining. A lot of rains, guys. A lot of rains. This is an avocado tree that produces fruits, the avocado fruits. Got a tomato. We did plant this tomato here and the guava. Over this, we call it, it's not a local one. So I've got a local guava as well. The one to get from the forest. This one's here, but I'm really trying hard to see if it can grow. Unit does produce sweet guavas, but this one is the one that are the improved ones. This one, I planted them at the same time with that. But now this one is doing, and also have tomato. This tomato here, how will I put it? It's not the one that we usually buy from the shops. No, these are the ones that either you get them just growing separate, maybe anyway you take it to come and plant here. You've got the vegetables here. This is our mom's small garden. All these are vegetables. This one, it's edible. Yeah, some chicha. We also have sugar cane here. There's a sugar cane that I planted them some times back. And the good thing is, we had to tell the kids not to start eating them when they're not ready. So still waiting to see how long they can go, but at least now one can harvest and eat. So guys, in this video I'm going to discuss, I'll tell you the reason as to why it's so difficult for most African people to travel to Jamaica. Yes, so difficult. This is the paper, also a local one, not the ones that you go get the seedlings. No, they usually grow by themselves here. So the reason as to why it's so difficult, because you know most even the content creators do try the level best and see if they can travel to Jamaica, but it's hard. It's so hard. And let me sit down here behind these bananas. It's so difficult to go there. So before I start this, I'll say again thank you for all the YouTubers who attended the meeting. I'll say it again because I said it in my last video. We saw the video from Nasto. We were able to invite them. They all came. Not all, but some did come, but some did not. So whatever you're seeing now on the internet, like they feared inviting, we do not fear anyone, guys. In fact, they feared coming. They feared attending the meeting or the meetup. So that's the reason to why. That's the reasons to why you're seeing some noises here, left, right, center. Oh, they feared me. They feared telling me. Nothing like feared. We did say they failed to come. I did call some personally. I did call them, but they did not attend. So it is what it is. So I'll be able again to tell them here, and I know they'll watch this video. On Saturday we'll be doing the cleanup of the we'll be doing a cleaning of Nyabohansi market. So you're still invited. Do not say that you did not hear it. And for your information, there's no meeting that can be done in Nyabohansi without them knowing, because Nyabohansi is not that big. It's a small village. the moment you hear 2 or 3 people knows, they'll be able to communicate to tell others. So that's a lie. So on Saturday we decided like let's come together and do the community thing, like either cleaning, then after that maybe we'll see maybe tree planting. Those are some suggestions that the team or the members were able to suggest when we were there, and I think it's a good initiative, so we can do it, guys. Should start a little bit earlier, by 9 a.m. we'll assemble, then see how we can divide ourselves in groups, subdivide ourselves into groups, and start the exercise. So you're all invited. I've said it here. And also, guys, I'll say a word of, is it reminder or what? Let me remind some of our subscribers. BT's issue was done and dusted. Please do not come to my comment section, to my IG messages, inboxing me about the issues. It was done and gone. If you're bitter, that's upon you. Move on. If you don't feel like watching me, well and good. I died, we did that, and we moved on. Here I'm dealing with different things. So guys, reason as to why most of the YouTubers get it so difficult to travel to Jamaica. One is that get my friend. One is that we do not get straight flights from African countries to Jamaica. You know that? And most of the flights that go there, either you're getting the American flights, maybe the Britain's flights. There's no flight directly from Jamaica itself that comes to Mother Africa. So through that you do get a lot of background checks. If you remember, our sister Minha, we wanted to travel to Jamaica, but she got it so hard, so difficult to go, because I remember talking to a friend, and also if you go watch a video, like the moment you want to go there, they'll ask you who do you have, someone who's going to host you. You ask several questions. They'll check your bank statements, all these they'll check. And remember, the people checking these, it's not from Jamaica actually. These are different countries that the countries that you will transit. Is it transit? Yeah, through the countries that you'll pass by while going to Jamaica. So during this period, you need to get a transit visa, a visa that will allow you to pass through the country and go to Jamaica. Because I think there's one route that you go through UK, if I'm not wrong. Maybe I'll have to check another one too. Maybe Amsterdam, I'm not quite sure. So they usually do it. I'll give it so hard, mostly to African brothers and sisters who want to visit that country. So I think maybe the Jamaican government, or the Prime Minister of Jamaica, I don't know if there's a way that they're working towards a way of getting a direct flight from either of African countries, any of African countries, to Jamaica without stopping or without transiting to those airports of those countries. I think it will be much easier for people who want to visit. You can get, for instance, maybe if there's one in Ghana or Cameroon or Kenya, someone can come and connect and get a flight from me after they've done the checks. You go, And I don't think if there are Jamaican embassies in most African countries. I'm not quite sure about that, but I'll be able to tell you on this video if they are. So guys, yes, one can travel yeah, one can travel from Africa to Jamaica, but there's that question that I posed: do they have an embassy or embassies in Africa? Well, I've seen that they do have a consulate in Addis Ababa, that's Ethiopia. There's High Commission in South Africa, that's Pretoria in South Africa. Then Abuja, Nigeria. Those are three. But in order for you to go in those countries, if you are traveling from any African countries, you need visas to those countries. You should still be a little expensive to go to South Africa. I think like Kenyans, there's that treaty that they had that you can go to South Africa. It's easy to travel from Kenya to South Africa. I think there's that deal that they signed with our government. So mostly to Kenya it's not difficult. But what about the rest of Africans, brothers and sisters from different countries? Ethiopia, if I'm going to Ethiopia, I need to be cleared to go to Ethiopia. And you know, in Africa, we do have these border things. If we can do it with border whereby before you access the other country, you need to pass through the border immigration to allow you, you know, by then they'll ask so many questions, the reasons for you visiting that country. And remember, it's in Africa. Even us here in Tanzania here, you can't go beyond 20 kilometers there. You can go beyond that. You need to have clearance. You need to have a passport. You need to have a passport to be cleared and go. So you see, it comes a bit difficult. So true, there are no direct flights from either Kenya to Jamaica, Cameroon to Jamaica, Ghana to Jamaica, Nigeria to Jamaica. They all go through Montego Bay, yeah? That's where most of the flights will go through. Then you can now either from the airport, you can either take a bus or a cab maybe to Jamaica. So you see, that's not a direct flight. I think the Jamaican government would have done it easy maybe to put more embassies. I know it's costly, but they can see where they can add more embassies in Africa, and so that and also if they can sign deals with African countries and with the airlines too, so that rather than going through another country, because you see, like in Kenya, we now have a direct flight to the United States. When you go to JKIA or Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, you get a Kenya Airways that goes straight to United States. You got a flight that goes straight to UK from Nairobi. Yeah, we got a flight that goes there to the United Kingdom straight from Nairobi. So if we had such kind of arrangements, we'll be able to avoid all these problems of visiting our brothers. Because you know, when you go through, or if after you get the transit visa, as I was telling you, they'll go interrogate you. They want to know if you have criminal records, of which that's what most of the countries do. Do you have criminal records? They'll check your bank account. How much do you have in your bank? They check all the bank statements. They go all through that. So you might be taken in circles. So, and I've also said that they'll check your criminal records. After that, they'll check the accommodation proof. Do you have a place where you can go and be accommodated, or you just lying? So if you remember our sister Minha, we went through a lot. Like it failed, the mission failed. Going to Jamaica, the mission failed. So I don't know why it's so hard for African brothers to go through all that hardship going to Jamaica. One thing I'll have to congratulate our president, our president, William Ruto. He did one. There's a deal that he signed with the Jamaican government. Like if you're a Kenyan, for instance, if you're lucky to go there, that's what I'll say, because of the hardships that people go through. You don't need a visa. If you're going for 6 months, you don't need a visa. You don't need a visa. So you just go. There's that deal of 6 months stay, because now 6 months is a free visa. So maybe beyond that, you'll need now to be permitted, maybe if you want to stay for long. So that's why you see most YouTubers from Kenya, when they go there before the 6 months elapse, they come back, then go there before the 6 months elapse, they come back, like our sister Dimwango. So that's the treaty that they signed. And the Jamaica also, any Jamaica doesn't need a visa to visit Kenya. You come for that period of 6 months stay, then you go back. So if we have that kind of deals for most African countries, it will be easier for our brothers and sisters to go visit or to come and visit. So the problem is mostly clearance, being cleared through that transit visa. Either, for instance, if you're not going, and also when you land to Montego Bay, they need to clear you. And also there's some flights that before going to Montego Bay, they'll have to pass either through Amsterdam or Heathrow Airport. I don't know, if I'm not quite sure, maybe you can correct me in the comment section. So before you go there to that country, they'll need you to give that, you need to get that visa from that country. And most of these countries, how they treat Africans. They treat Africans. Even in Europe, America, all that, they treat Africans. It's so hard, so difficult for non-African to get access to that place. The moment they see you, they always say a suspect. There's one guy from Ghana who does travel. I usually see his IG page. I don't know his name. He has a Mercedes Benz. Do you call it what? What's the name of that car? Is it what? A GL what? GL, is it GL63 something? That Mercedes, that looks like the old Land Rovers. So that guy travels around the world. So there's a place that he went and posted a picture. There's some couple who asked him, "Are you from Germany?" I said, "No, I'm from Africa." They were like, they don't believe we Africans too can travel. They don't believe an African can own such kind of a thing and do all that travel, because traveling is very, very expensive, very, very costly. And that guy was so calm. So they were taking pictures, and then I saw some couples saying, "This is where we are living, this is our country, man. You went through all these." They're like taking photos. So that group came and asked him, "Are you from Germany, man?" I told them, "No, I'm from Africa." They saw the plate numbers, so maybe when they saw the plate numbers of Ghana, they thought it's Germany, maybe. I told them, "No, I'm from Africa. I do move around the world." I've never come across his YouTube channel, but I usually see his Instagram posts. Maybe if someone has his YouTube link, can share it here. Can tell me the name. Can tell me the name so that I can go check. That guy does a lot of traveling via his Mercedes Benz. Is it a GL63? I don't know if the name, if I'm not wrong, yeah. The one that mostly those cars are being used in Russia. Yeah, they're mostly used in Russia. But most football stars do have them. Like Mesut Ozil had one. Even there's some prominent people in our country, even our former president had one. I don't know if it's still there. And yeah, I've seen even some celebrities buying them. So that guy travels around the world with a car. He goes to cities by cities. So they were wondering. So that's why I was telling you that for an African to travel to those countries, it's very, very difficult. They do. I don't know why they have that notion of the pursuit like an African. They do. They have that. I don't know how will I put it, but that's why mostly I do say African should develop Africa. So when you see people traveling, African want to travel to Jamaica, it's difficult because of those kind of things. Because of those kind of things, there are people willing to travel there to go see the brothers and sisters. But at least after I've done the researches, I'm able to know what is required. So even when my time reaches, when I'll be going to Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, when I be traveling there, I know. Because like now you can see, I saw Taiwo there with Maya, they're all there. Dimwango, Shonako, but Sean came back, so they all visited there. And it's one way to promoting many things in Jamaica, promoting it. We as Africans, we need to hold one another's hand. In the past, people used to hear things about Jamaica, bad things about Jamaica. Sure, like when you tell me about Jamaica, I'll know marijuana or bang or weed smoking and reggae music. Because most parts of Jamaica that they'll show you to the ghetto. So I was like, can an entire country have ghettos? Really? When I was in primary school, I had my knowledge was still you don't expound so much. But trust me, we've been lied to. They are lying. So then when people want to visit there, they're making it so difficult to visit there. So hopefully with time things will change. Hopefully with time we'll be able to get direct flights from Africa to Jamaica and Jamaica to Africa without the transit countries. And I think the Jamaican government can continue signing deals and treaties with some African countries, because for any Jamaica now, there are a few countries that can travel, and Kenya it's the only one in Africa where it's a visa free. Trust you me, Kenya is the only African country which is the visa free, guys. So they are like from Nairobi to Montego Bay, there are like 265 direct flights. So that's from Nairobi to Montego Bay. We got Kenya Airways, Qatar Airways, you say JetBlue Airways. So those are some of the flights that goes there. So as I was telling you earlier that Kenya is the only African country that has a free visa for Jamaica for 6 months, for a period of 6 months. So I think the rest of African countries can embrace these and see how we can do that, so that we can be having people traveling to Jamaica. But all in all, they need to look for a better way. They need to look for the best way to make it easier for the people that are traveling there, for our brothers and sisters who want to travel there to come over there or visit over there. Yeah, it was one time too well, but at least after I've done all this, I was able. I don't know what's happening with my girls. Steph, what are you doing? Mnafanya? Yeah, what they were doing there, sorry. So so that when we travel, sorry for the girls distracted me. When we travel, it makes it easier for us to travel there. If we can be having flights or the restrictions, too much restrictions, if they can try like regulating on that, we can be able to travel there. Whoever wants to can travel there, because most people really want to travel to Jamaica. Not that you should, not all that who want to travel there are content creators, because I saw some posts like people want to go there to, yes, they're growing their channels to familiarize themselves with our brothers and sisters there, but also there are tourists who travel there. There are business people who want to go visit there. So yeah, even the reason as to why the president of Kenya did that to Jamaica when they signed a deal with the Jamaican Prime Minister, it was because of the business deals. Like you can have people who come and trade, do businesses here, some go do business there. So it's for the benefit of all of us. So I urge also some of the African presidents to follow suit and have such kind of deals, so that we can get opportunities to visit there, and hopefully in future they'll be able to, the Jamaican government will be able to do or to have an alternative or a way that will help people to travel there without getting or experiencing these difficulties that we're going through. So guys, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you so very much. Kindly remember to like, share, comment, and leave a sweet comment. No time for negativity here. And also I have a membership button, the join button. You can join my membership of this channel. Please join the membership by supporting me there, so that we can you can keep watching our videos and supporting me more and more. Thank you again. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'll be able to see you again. Bye bye for now.